to this session, childless and gender issue. We have three speakers. So the first one is Gianpiero Dalla Zuanna. With work couples and childless in Italy, the role of job precariousness. We have about 14 minutes.
Okay. Yes, this is a more traditional paper related with the and come si fa? Così? Okay. In countries with an old demographic transition, international literature shows a progressive shift from an inverse relationship between female work and fertility to a direct relationship. If you look at data concerning the previous cohort, you see that the working women had less children than the houseworks and so on. Now, there was a shift, and there are many papers that show this change in cohort by cohort. Does this also occur in Italy? Is it consistent across all birth order? The ISTAT continuous survey on the labor force is particularly suitable for this type of analysis because it features a large sample size, robust and controlled sampling methods, detailed work information for all family members, timely data collection, a pseudo-panel structure. The agreement between ISTAT and the Department of Statistical Sciences of our university allowed us to use the survey for 9 years to its full potential, including access to fundamental variables such as the date of birth of each family members. You know this kind of data. It's cross-section data for each quarter and rotation sampling. It means that people are interviewed in the first trimester. In the second trimester, then there is a gap, and they are interviewed again in A2 and F1. You see, there is, come si dice, rotation system. And now the first step of our work was building the panel. To build a longitudinal data set with the individuals of these families, a full outer join was used between the cross-sectional data of the interviews with the same families. To build the linkage between the various individuals of the families, the following combination of 6 variables was used: year of extraction, region, province, municipality, family, date of birth, and the twin status to manage the problems of twins. The families were included in our data set if all 4 interviews are available. The municipality of resident has not changed over the 6 quarters. The date of birth is known for all members in all 4 interviews. There is at least 1 person present on all occasions. And the retrospective questions in wave 1 and 2 are answered because they asked the job 1 year before. The family with these characteristics are more than 400,000, but a very big sample. Now I don't speak about the attrition, but I say only that attrition don't seem to be a problem. We controlled for this. And among these families, heterosexual couples, man and woman, were selected in which the woman is between 20 and 39 at the first interview, the number of children and the relation of the relazione di parentela in Italian variable is consistent in the 4 interviews, and couples with these characteristics number more than 38,000. These are our statistical units. Then we had, for these statistical units, we had the interview in the 4 occasions. It's a sort of panel, okay? Not exactly a panel, because when one family go out from the municipality, they are not included in the sample. Okay, it's a most important problem from the. Perhaps this could be correlated with the propensity of having or not a child, but these are this kind of data. Now, conception detected from birth registered over the 6 quarters of the observation period using the logic of own children. One birth corresponds to a conception 9 months earlier. We look at the data of birth of the child, and you see that, okay, this is the date of birth of this child that is age 0, has 6 months of age, and so on. We go back of 9 months to arrive to the date of conception. Then you have the date of conception, and you look at the job of people before the conceptions, okay? Type of conception, pre-conception work detected retrospectively, 12 months prior in waves 1 and 2, or directly in waves 1 and 2. This is the scheme. You see, to have an example, conception in trimester X minus 3 with job detected in trimester X minus 4, and so on, is all the other, from birth to conceptions, and so on, okay? Then, how many conceptions during this period? Among these couples interviewed, those who conceived in the 6th quarter identified in the previous table are around 12%. Then, an important number. It's possible to model these things. We see the couple job. We have couple, and we distinguish the couple in 4 categories: double earner stable couple, male breadwinner, one stable job with a working woman, and both precarious or without job. You can see here the couples. Remember, these are couples with the woman at age from 20 to 39, okay? Married or cohabiting. Then we have the double earner stable couple are 43%. Male breadwinner, 34%. One stable job with a working woman, 40%. Both precarious or without job, 9%. It was not possible to go more. At the beginning of this paper, we tried to have 9 positions, but it was not possible to use 9 positions because some of these cells are very few people inside. Mainly when you look at the first child, second child, third child, and so on. And what is the probability of conception of couples by type of work of the couple? You see that there is a strong difference between people with double earner stable couple or one stable job with working woman, you see, where the probability of having a child in this span of period is 50 or 70%, whereas couples with male breadwinner and both precarious or without jobs is only 11 or 12%. Then there is also, from the descriptive viewpoint, you have a clear difference between these 2 kinds of couples. But the same results is shown also using Kaplan-Meier. Then here you can see that you study the probability of having a child during 18 months. Then we use a simple logistic model where the response variable is conception, yes or not, over 6 trimesters. Explanatory variable is couple job during 6 trimester, and we have some covariates. Is an heir age, marital status, citizenship. We have a good part of also foreign people. Is an heir educational qualifications, residence, number of children already born. Now, I show you only results concerning all the couples using person period format. It's not really person period, it's a sort of couple period format, okay? And you know this kind of course, of models, where, to have an example, for a couple that have not children during these 6 trimesters, you see that we have the 6 rows in the model. If you have a child after 4 semesters, they stay only with 4 rows. And Professoressa Fausta Ongaro can explain you what is this, because I'm not an expert, but I believe in you. Okay. Then, look at the results. That is very interesting, in my opinion, because they show that the probability of having a child is strongly related to the job, to the kind of job of the couples. You see that if the baseline is 1, you look at a total 0, the probability of having the first child, that what we are studying here in this, come si dice? Yes, in this discussion. People with 1, people with 2 or more children. What is the result? The result is that the probability of having the first child is very, very lower if people have both precarious or no job. Then, but it's lower also where there is only male breadwinner. It means the male is a stable job and the woman is a housewife. Whereas it's in middle for one stable with working woman. It is similar, but yes, not very different probability of having the first or having the second child, whereas it is the other results, in my opinion, important, completely different from probability on having the third child. It means that when we speak about having the third or the fourth or the fifth child, we have to look also at other things to see why people have it or have not. We have looked at things that are not answered, where there are not questions in the labor force survey. Okay? Then, lasciamo perdere questo. Yes, when we insert also data for provinces, we add also the province of residence of the couple, and you see that provincial level covariate shows that fertility is higher as male unemployment decreases. See the same results that Gabriele showed you before. Then, conclusion, job insecurity in terms of the proportional position of the members of the couples has depressed fertility in Italy over the last 10 years before the COVID break. Permanent employment for both partners is associated with higher fertility, while alternative types of work for at least one member of the couple depress fertility. The traditional breadwinner couple is no longer the one associated with greater fertility, whereas favorable working conditions for women favor the conception of the child. The effect of job stability in both members of the couple is stronger in the decision to have the first and second child, while for children of the higher order than the second, there is not a significant effect. Then we can say that results for Italy are similar to the ones in other countries, for example in US, where there were similar results and so on. Then we are now in another season of fertility. Thank you.